So today we're going to be learning how to do a puff stitch. I'm using a size H8 or 5mm crochet hook for the purpose of this video. And I'm just going to be doing a couple, so I'm going to start by chaining 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after I've chained my 6, starting in the second chain from my hook, I'm going to yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. I currently have 5 loops on my hook, and I'm going to do the yarn over, insert, pull through. I now have 7, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, for a total of 9 loops on my hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, how many loops are on your puff stitch kind of varies depending on which source you're looking at. A lot of the more recent tutorials have 9. If you ask Google, like I asked my Google Assistant, and it said 11 loops on your hook. And when I was growing up, I've been crocheting since I was 8 and I'm now 23, and I'm entirely self-taught through YouTube. And when I was growing up, I swear it was 15. And please, if you are someone who's been crocheting and watching crochet tutorials for a long time, please tell me I'm not crazy or it's not some Mandela effect and that it used to actually be 15 loops, because I feel like I'm going insane. But the point is, you're going to want at least 9 loops on your hook. You could do more if you want a bigger stitch, or you could do less if you want a smaller stitch, but in general, the current number seems to be 9 loops. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 9 loops. And if you can't do it right away the way I'm doing it right now, because like even sometimes it gives me difficulty, then I'll show you how to in just a second. So then you're just going to chain and then chain again, and then you're going to skip a stitch and you're going to redo your puff stitch again. So again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 loops on your hook. And then if you can't get it to go through all at once, what you can do is you could just take them and bring them over a few at a time until you get used to pulling it through. There's no shame in doing that. And then chain 2, skip a stitch, go for it again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through once more, chain 2. And then when it comes to doing your next row, if you're doing a row, you're going to turn and you're going to do your puff stitches in these little chain spaces here, and your last one's going to be in that first chain 1 stitch, or in this case it would be here. So go ahead and just do your puff stitch. And then once more, we're doing it here in this one. Chaining 2. And this is how it looks after 2 rows. Do a third one. That's again yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, and then one more yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. After you've done that, you're going to just pull through all of the loops on your hook and chain 2. And once more, you're going to be doing it in your chain space. That's where you're going to be doing your next stitches. And to make sure that you are even and that you're as straight as your edges can be, you want to make sure that you have the same exact amount of puff stitches for every single, oh no, I just dropped my loop. You're going to want to make sure you have the same amount of puff stitches for every single row in order for it to be even. And you can do increases. You can just put 2 puff stitches in the chain space if you need to do an increase or something. So for this one, we're going to be doing it in the chain 1 space, which is over here. Ooh, so that is right there, the chain 1 space. So that's where you're going to be doing your final puff stitch on most of them. Your first row might be a little different depending on how loose you let your first chain be. And that is how you do puff stitches. 3 little rows of puff stitches. But comment down below how many loops you were taught to put on your puff stitch if you have done the puff stitch before. If not, comment how many you think you would want to put on them. 9 isn't too bad, but it does change the size of your stitches and can change the size of your project though, depending on how many loops. So that is something to consider. I think most patterns nowadays do use 9 loops or 11 loops though. But please comment down below. Remember to subscribe and like, and have a nice day.